Hello there and welcome to this little bit different tutorial. I built a Chaos Chosen corrupted by the Horned Rat, as he is now one of our beloved Chaos Gods. So in the mind of a madman, there had to be a Chaos Chosen as a representative of the Skaven. I know what I had to do. I primed this rat-tailed brute with Chaos Black. And now we are going to paint the rust effects using Scrag Brown and Wild Rider Red, Jade and Ghost Green. One also could use Cabalite and Gauss Blaster Green by Games Workshop. Once we loaded our wet palette, we are going to apply the paints in a very random pattern, starting with the brown and orangey colors first. Just take an old brush and stipple them mostly onto the trims, but it's not bad if we are hitting other parts of the miniature as we are covering the rest in black anyway. Once we are happy with the orangey colors, we take out the green ones and do the same. Just go full random, leave out some parts that are already painted orange, so we have more room for the green. Add some of the bright green in there, because this really bites and sells out the rust effect. I gotta say, I really do like the color combinations, and this also could work really well on Nurgle or skeletons or whatever has old and rusted down metallics. For the next step, we are going to need Screaming Bell, as we are dry brushing the entire miniature. Keep in mind, just because it's called dry brushing, it works a little bit better when the brush is a little moist, so that the paint actually flows from the brush itself. Now we bring back the black armor by using Black Legion. And since it's tradition now, I use this time and encourage you to leave a like, click on the subscribe button, or check out the links in the video description. When the foundation for the black armor is back, I'm going to paint the chains with lead paint shop. The wrappings around the hammer and the loincloth in a magenta. This miniature will have some green tones in the end. I think that's the best complementary color. And of course, we are laying the foundation for the rat tail. I paint some small leather parts in Mornfang brown, drop the miniature and go on with the horns. Even though the miniature looks really cool now, I wanted to have the black armor a little bit more grayish, as this looks a little bit too plain for me. So I just mix a little bit of wolf grey and black legion contrast, add a little more wolf grey into the mix until I reach the point of a very nice looking grayish metallic tone. What do you think? Should the Skaven and the Horned Rat be represented within the other Slaves to Darkness, or should there be human followers of the Horned Rat? Or maybe just human experiments by the Skaven? I know this looks a little bit weird now, but trust me and trust the process, we are going to amp up this miniature now. Because we are painting some glow effects using Dark Angels green or Caliban green as the foundation. For the darkest paint, I'm aiming for like 50% more aerial coverage of the glowing object. So for example, if the eyes are glowing bright green, I'll have the area around the eyes up to the cheeks in a dark green. As this is a Skaven miniature now, I use warp lightning to cover the dark green area. To be honest, this doesn't do much at first, but it's tinting the dark green slightly into another green. And when we apply a 50-50 mix of mood green and warp lightning, it all comes together. I've used the word green so many times now, it feels a little bit strange. Because I want this hammer to look like warpstone and feel all around magical, I paint some zigzag lightning style freehand whatever on it and brighten it up with a 50-50 mix of wolf grey and mood green. I use the same mixture for edge highlighting the rest of the hammer. And now the whole process again on the Skaven contraption. Paint some reflections on the armor. And keep in mind, the closer you get to the object, the brighter you have to get. For the tubes that are going into his head, or into the helmet at least, I'll basically repeat the process, but the further I go up, the brighter I get. Here's also a good example for wet blending green and wolf grey into each other. Then I brighten up the lightning on the hammer, adding some more or less pure wolf grey, painting the eyes and some reflections where the glowing effect would touch the armor. I use a little bit of elfic flash to brighten up the dark purple. For the red tail, I use my trusted color combination of a purple, Bugman's Glow and Elfic Flash. The horns are just brightened up with Raka Flash and a little bit of Elfic Flash. I tried to follow the shapes of the horns so it looks more natural. Because the miniature was a bit too pale for me, I painted some parts of the trim with Pro Acrylic copper. One could also use Brass Scorpion by Games Workshop. I based the miniature in the rest of my army scheme and called it done. I hope you liked this tutorial and were able to take something from it for you. If you did, please leave a like, leave a comment, give some critique, start a discussion about the Skaven and the humans, and of course subscribe to this channel. And I see you all in the next one.